Travis. We begin tonight's regional news with a look at the COVID-19 situation in Brazil. Brazilian officials say they can start making COVID-19 vaccines developed by British and Chinese researchers within a year. Experts say it will take at least twice as long, leaving Brazil reliant on imports to slow the world's second worst outbreak. If Brazil's underfunded medical institutions are unable to meet their ambitious goals, it would mark the latest failure by President Jair Bolsonaro's government to control the virus. It will also leave Brazil vulnerable to a frenzied global scramble for vaccine supply. Some of the most advanced COVID-19 vaccine candidates in partnership with Oxford University are undergoing large clinical trials in Brazil, which has more than 2.7 million reported cases and almost 95,000 deaths, second only to the United States. Researchers can get results faster by testing vaccines where active virus spread is rampant. The institutes say production of the new vaccines will begin by the middle of 2021. Brazil's federal government has said it will invest $1.9 million to process and produce AstraZeneca vaccine. We now take a look at Trinidad and Tobago. Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Dr. Keith Rowley, has announced that the Secondary Entrance Assessment (SEA) preparation classes will be discontinued from Thursday, August 6. However, CEA exam will be held on August 20. The Prime Minister made the announcement while speaking at a media conference at the Diplomatic Center in St. Anne's on Tuesday. Dr. Rowley stated that at least 11 schools were closed due to the COVID-19 scares. He said 9 children, including 4 SEA students, have tested positive for the COVID-19 virus. As it relates to the reopening of schools in September, he said the government will monitor the situation and make the decision in the coming weeks. The Prime Minister also expressed disappointment over a call by the Trinidad and Tobago Unified Teachers Association for teachers to stay away from classes. As at 10 a.m. on Wednesday, Trinidad and Tobago recorded 197 COVID-19 cases. 3 new cases were reported. They are being investigated. And now for some news coming out of Barbados. Minister of Health Jeffrey Bostic today reported that his COVID-19 test result has returned negative. Speaking at a press conference hosted by Prime Minister Mia Motley, Bostic said he was not surprised by the results. He was part of the welcoming of 95 Ghanaian nurses who arrived at the Grantley Adams International Airport last Thursday to assist local nurses. Tests revealed that 9 of them were tested positive for COVID-19. And now for a final story coming out of Jamaica. Acting Chief Education Officer in the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information, Dr. Kassan Troop, says 569 schools will resume full operations when the 2020-21 academic year commences in September. There are about 1,000 public educational institutions in the island and close to 600 private ones. All schools have been physically closed since March due to the novel coronavirus outbreak. According to Dr. Troop, some schools will operate normally. This means we will have everybody in the same place every day and observing the physical distancing. With the infrastructure that we have in place in these institutions, they will be able to accommodate their fully enrolled students. She added that the institutions will be implemented a blended learning approach and forging stakeholder partnerships aimed at adequately facilitating physical distancing protocols for students when the new academic year gets underway, in keeping with the COVID-19 safeguards being emphasized by the Ministry of Health and Wellness. Well, that has brought us to the end of tonight's regional news. Thank you for watching, and back to you, Travis.